Life is so tall in Toy Town. I take my car and I drive afar in Toy Town. There's Mr. Plod and a dog called Bumpy. Hello, Mr. Plod. Get down, Bumpy. I pass the Ark, the Noahs live there, and so does the elephant, and so does the bear. Now that they say it's market day in Toy Town. If you have the fare, I'll take you there through Toy Town. There's Biggs who lives by the old oak tree, and we have adventures, Biggs and me. Why don't you come and join in the fun? Just follow me, 'cause it's only begun. I'm Noddy. I'm Noddy.
Noddy felt tremendously happy. He helped himself to an extra special breakfast. Toast and egg and cornflakes and milk. There wasn't any. Luckily, at that moment, the milkman came to the door. 1 pint or 2? He asked. I'd rather have 2, Noddy said. I'm going to eat an enormous breakfast. Oh, he added, and his face fell. What's wrong, Noddy? I can't have 2. In fact, I can't have any. I've run out of money. Not to worry. I can wait, Mr. Milkman said, and set off in the direction of Mr. and Mrs. Bear. I know how I can earn some money, Noddy thought as he cleaned and polished his car. I could take people to and from the station, and I could charge them, just like a taxi driver. Yeah, that's what I'll be. I'll be Toy Town's taxi driver. The pink toy cat was waiting in the road. Are you a taxi driver? Yes, that is almost, Noddy said in a rush. I've just become one. I want to go to Toy Town Station, please. How much do you charge? 5 pence all the way there and back, Noddy said excitedly. I only want to go there. I don't want to come back. How much is it to go there and not back? Oh, I don't know. Noddy didn't know what to charge. You don't know? No, Noddy said miserably, nodding his head. I wish you wouldn't say no and nod your head. It's very muddling. Mr. Tubby Bear looked out of his house. Mr. Tubby Bear, the toy cat said, can you tell Noddy how much to charge if he takes me to the station and not back? Well, exactly the same as if you go back and not to the station, Mr. Tubby Bear said. Well, how can I go back if I haven't been there? Noddy felt more muddled than ever. Come on, I'm going to miss my train. The pink toy cat climbed into the car with some difficulty. She was large and the car was small. And then she left her tail hanging out over the side. Put your tail inside, toy cat. Noddy was so startled, he slammed his foot on the brake. The car stopped with a jerk and the pink toy cat flew through the air and landed in the road. Oh, is that how you drive a car? She asked angrily. I'm sorry. Being a taxi driver wasn't going to be easy after all. Hey, toy cat, Mr. Bear shouted again. Put your tail inside. I do wish people would mind their own business, the toy cat said snootily. It's my tail, and I can do what I like with it. Sally Sly waved them past. Ooh, she said. Mind how you go. The train was just coming in as they arrived. Oh, the toy cat wailed. My tail's gone. Noddy stared at her in horror. The train driver blew his whistle. Quick, you'll miss it. He pushed her into the nearest carriage. I'll look for your tail, but please, will you pay me before you go? Certainly not, said the pink toy cat. You can pay me 5 pence for a new tail. 5 pence, that's what you owe me. 5 pence. What a rude cat. A deep voice boomed. Will you drive me to Mr. Tubby's? I'm his brother. Mr. Bear was even bigger than the pink toy cat. He had great difficulty getting into the car. You need a lorry, Noddy muttered. Hey, My hat's blown off. Stop! Stop! You'll have to go and find it, said Mr. Tubby Bear's brother. I'm stuck. The hat was nowhere to be seen. Nowhere at all. Oh, I'm in trouble again, Noddy thought. The bear was very cross. Why you have such a silly small car? He growled at Noddy. Noddy was furious. My car is not silly and it's not small. It's you who's too fat. Please, sir, will you pay my fare? He asked. Pay a fare? Pay a fare when you've lost my brand new hat? Certainly not. You can pay me what it cost. 5 new pence. And Mr. Bear stalked off into Mr. and Mrs. Tubby Bear's house. Noddy was utterly downcast. His career as a taxi driver was distinctly unsuccessful. I'll have one more go, he thought. If I can get a rich client, I can earn enough for a new tail, a new hat, and a bit over for myself. His luck had turned, for there, by the bus stop, was Angela Goldenhair from Four Chimneys House. Noddy nodded at her happily and politely opened the door. Where do you want to go, ma'am? To the station. Hurry up, please, Noddy. I'm late. Where can I put my bag? Oh, I'll soon sort that out for you. But the bag was too large to fit in the front, so he balanced it carefully on the back. It'll be quite safe there. Better than in a luggage rack. Hurry up now, the dog said. I don't want to miss my train. So Noddy hurried up. He drove as fast as the car would go. There we are, madam. I'll just get you your case, and Oh, the case had gone. How careless of you, the doll said crossly. You'll have to go back and find it and put it on the next train. And I'm not paying you your fare. That'll teach you to be so careless. And she marched off. Noddy tried to cheer himself up as he drove to Big Ear's house. But there really wasn't very much to be cheerful about. Instead of earning money, he owed it. I'll tell you what we'll do, Big Ear said. We'll drive back to Toy Town. Someone must have found the pig toy cat's tail and Mr. Bear's hat and even Angela Goldenhair's case. So that's what they did. They drove into Toy Town, into the market square, and right into the middle of Toy Town Fair. Goodness, Noddy said. Oh, I forgot about the fair. Now we won't find anything. Yes, that might be a bit of a problem, Big Ear said. The fair was in full swing. First they went to the hoopla stall. Noddy looked at the prizes. 2 china cats, teapots, rag dolls, and a beautiful yellow sponge for cleaning the car. I wish I could have a go, he said sadly. I would so love that big yellow sponge for cleaning my car. There was a big notice up. 1 penny for 3 hoops. Come along, ladies and gentlemen, come along, come along. 1 penny for 3 hoops. Try your luck, try your luck. Here, sir, have a go. Go on, have a go, sir, have a go. Never know your luck. Might win that sponge you want. The skittle, who was running the stall, held 3 hoops out to Noddy. Noddy nodded miserably. I'm afraid I can't. Then why do you nod your head? You toys are all the same, wasting my time. I have to make a living, you know, I have to make a living. So do I, Noddy said miserably to himself. Only I don't seem to be very good at it. Come on. Big Ears took him by the arm, and they walked on. I've got 1 penny. Let's have a go on the roundabout. That'll cheer us up. Useless, these toys, the skittle said. And cheer them up it did. Noddy jumped on the back of a white horse, and Big Ears clambered onto a grey elephant. The ride begins. Monsieur Polly was having a go. So was Tessie. Isn't this fun? She cried. The merry-go-round went round and round, round and round. Oh, I'm in a steeplechase, Noddy shouted. Come on, come on, come on! And he kicked the horse to go faster, just as though it was a real one. Slowly, very slowly, the roundabout stopped. And Big Ears and Noddy climbed down. They were so dizzy that the market square and all the toys in it were going round and round. Suddenly, Noddy clutched Big Ear's arm. "Look!" he shouted. He had seen Gobbo emerging from the back of the hoopla stall, clutching a teapot, a box of chocolates, and the big yellow sponge. "Stop! Oh, no, you don't!" Noddy shouted, and before the goblin realized what was happening, he'd been pinned down by Big Ears and Noddy.
Has there been a disturbance of the peace?"
Mr. Plod was on the spot, notebook in hand.
There has, the goblin screamed. "I've just caught that nodding man and his friend stealing the hoopla prizes. Just stopping them, I was."
"You're lying!" Noddy was beside himself. "He's the thief. We caught him, Big Ears and I."
It was them,
the goblin screamed.
"How dare you?"
Big Ears said.
"Be quiet,"
Mr. Plod said.
"What are my prizes doing here?"
No one had noticed the arrival of the skittle.
"Oh, it's you, is it?"
He said, looking at Noddy.
"Thought you'd be up to no good, wanting my sponge when you hadn't even got the money enough to have a go with the hoops. I know your sort." "Told you, didn't I?"
said the goblin smugly to Mr. Plod.
"Well, I don't know,"
Mr. Plod said. "Well, I do." It was Noddy's friend, the milkman. "How dare you accuse Noddy of stealing? That goblin is a liar. I saw the whole thing. It's the goblin who's the thief."
"I'm scarpering. After him, after him, after him,"
Mr. Plod shouted, puffing and panting as he tried to chase the thieving goblin. The skittle was very apologetic and gave Big Ears and Noddy a free turn. Big Ears won a box of chocolates. And Noddy won the big yellow sponge. Noddy and Big Ears wandered round the fair. "I wish we had some money."
"Look at those ice creams. And look at that sailor doll. He's not wearing a sailor hat. He's wearing Mr. Bear's topper."
Before the sailor doll knew what had happened, Big Ears had whipped it off him.
"Stick to your own hats in future."
He growled at the sailor doll, who was so frightened, he ran away. "Hey, where did you get that bag?" Noddy ran up to a white clockwork mouse. "It's Angela Goldenhair's." The clockwork mouse fled as fast as his machinery would let it. Things were looking up. They walked on further to a stall where Sally Sly was buying oranges. Round her neck, she had a bushy pink fur. "That," said Noddy, "is the toy cat's pink tail."
"Leave this to me," Big Ear said. "Next time you find something that doesn't belong to you, kindly take it to the Lost Property Office."
Sally Sly went very red in the face and walked away with as much dignity as she could muster.
"That's that, then," said Big Ears. "One hat, one tail, and one bag."
"We've got your tail," they shouted to the pink toy cat. "Well, that's a relief. I felt most peculiar without it." The cat paid Noddy his fare. Then they returned Mr. Bear's hat.
"It wasn't Noddy's fault," Big Ear said. "Shouldn't have driven so fast. But, I'll pay up this time."
Then they returned Angela's red bag. Noddy felt very happy and very rich. "Let's go out to supper, Big Ears, as a special treat. I've never been out to supper before." "Yes, let's." And that's what they did. They sat down in the market square and ate a huge supper. "Everything's going to be all right now," Noddy said.
It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away, but we'll see you very soon in Toy Town. We'll be back another day, come and join us so we may see you very soon again in Toy Town. It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away, but we'll see you very soon